Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Sports Hub. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Morden Tapechela Sinkala. It's another great show that we're anticipating tonight. Now that the AFCON qualifiers are done, so we go back to our normal programming. And tonight's guest is an interesting one because he's coming from the world of netball. And this guest right now, as I'm talking, she is the oldest in the national team for netball at the age of 43, and she's still very strong. You may think like maybe she's 26 or something, but she's 43. That's the guest I'm having for tonight. Right, all our segments are here. We'll start with what is trending, and I have Julius Malulu, who is as usual accompanied by Ruth Kalibange Gwedeza, or is it Ruth Gwedeza Kalibange? Yes, so the guys are here. Wow, good to have you, lady and gentlemen.
I hope Diana is seeing this. The skill is still there.
You've revealed my guest. I didn't reveal.
Oh my goodness. No, I meant the other one.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
It's good to see you, Modern.
Good to see you too. Wow, looking great, both of you.
Thank you so much.
Modern, I'm upset. I was expecting the ball to come to me because last time the ball went to Ruth, so I was expecting the ball to come to me. So I think over to Ruth Kabwe.
No, I think ladies always have favor, so you know.
No, we understand. Modern, is good to be here, and we get straight into business. What we have in as far as what's trending is concerned. The first story, Modern, is Trident FC. There's a game in the Aden National League Division 1 League involving Trident versus Malaiti, Zesco Malaiti. Now this game is interesting, Modern, because there's so much dedication from the players. All right, it was a dirty pitch, but then I'm sure our man upstairs should be able to flash the photos soon, so that you get to see what we're talking about. Now this is what we're talking about, Modern.
Wow.
Look at the dedication of the players. They didn't mind the mud, but obviously they had to make sure that they push. Actually, Trident FC are the ones in white. These actually, the jersey doesn't look white, but because of the date, it looks a little bit brown. But then it's all because of the mud. So this is something interesting, Modern, that I want the three of us to quickly discuss and talk about. It's about the dedication of the players. First of all, you look at how smart they were looking, and then now look at how dirty their jerseys
they look immaculate at that point. They're looking very immaculate.
Of course, but I want us to quickly talk about this, Modern. What's your view, though? Look at the dedication of the players. You know, where they don't care whether it's raining or not, but to them they had to push that. They make sure that they collect maximum points. In this game, actually, they collected the maximum points and they were the winners in this game. I haven't really seen much, though, in as far as the Super League is concerned. For me, this is really interesting, and kudos to the Trident FC players really for putting up a good fight in this game. And really the good fight was seen from the way their jerseys were dirty. I'll quickly allow my colleague Ruth to just quickly comment about that. Ruth, what's your thought?
But you engaged me, Julius, and you're not giving me chance to...
No, first let's have ladies. Like you said, ladies first. Okay. So let's have Ruth to give her comment, then we can come back to you. Ruth, what's your comment on this?
I think there's nothing more to say other than to say that this is an extreme show of passion for what they are called for. This was really good for them. They showed so much passion. For them, imagine having all those difficulties whilst playing on the pitch with a lot of mud coming in on their jerseys as well as on their faces and everyone. You still see them having a fighting spirit. So to me, this is a really passion that we actually commend them for. And yeah, wishing them all the best. They have a fighting spirit.
Modern, I want you to comment about the other photo. I think I would ask that the other photo should be flashed, where he was literally lying down, and you know where he was. It was literally brown. The white was brown. I would love you to comment on this photo, Modern. What's your take on this one?
Well, you know, people have been calling for the realignment again. Remember, the Zambian League was running from somewhere March or April to somewhere November because of our pitches. When it rains, it gets bad like that. So that was the case with Sentinel ground, the home ground for Trident, yes. But they had to make sure they collected maximum points, beating Zesco Rangers by 2-0. So the status quo continues. I know my team, Frida Wanderers, won also. They won by 3-0. They beat Mpolungu Harbour. So it means the 5-point lead still continues. But I like the dedication. Look at how dirty they look. But they continue playing. Yeah.
To them, it's not about the data. To them, what's important is the maximum 3 points, of which they did collect the maximum 3 points. And these are actually the league leaders in as far as the National Division 1 League is concerned. I'll allow my colleague Ruth to take us through the second story.
The second story that we have, Modern, is the story of Neymar. He's been trending since last Thursday. He apparently lost 1 million in 1 hour in poker online games, and we can see him in the video.
1 million kwacha?
No, 1 million pounds. So I know it sounds simple for somebody whose net worth is estimated at around $200 so 2 million rather US dollars. So I think it's something that I'm sure that's why he was even making fun of himself, whilst realizing that he had lost 1 million in 1 hour. But regardless, impia modeni. I think my day will be ruined the whole day. So this has been trending and it's been making rounds and people have been making memes out of this. But anyway, this is after he suffered an injury. He's been on the sidelines recently because of his injury that is stopping him from playing at PSG. So it's something that he finds himself doing. Maybe he's picked up a new hobby while he's waiting to, get better and go back on the pitch. So yeah, this has been trending and it's been
Is it out of boredom?
I think it's, I don't know, it could be one of his hobbies. He just loves doing it. But I just hope he picks a different hobby, because a hobby that costs you money.
But obviously for him, losing 1 million euros, it's not a big deal. If you are earning 3 million euros and you lose 1 million.
Impia.
But like you keep saying impia. But anyway, people with money.
Anyway, we wish him all the best.
But that's dangerous. In the end, you go from gambling, you go to betting.
Exactly.
And the costing is the.
but who says if you bet then you're going to lose money? It's a two-way thing. You can either win money.
No, but I'm saying he's a footballer.
Yeah.
For him,
I think these days even footballers are the ones that are even investing too much into bet. But anyway, that's a story for another day. We're not going to talk about betting today. But then the Copper Queens will be playing in an international friendly on Friday and Tuesday next week. They're playing against Republic of Korea. Remember that the Copper Queens are preparing for the upcoming World Cup that will be taking place in July to August. Now, something interesting about the squad that has been summoned by Coach Bruce Mwape is that Coach Bruce Mwape has decided to include American-born Inonge. Ruth, how do you pronounce his name?
I think she pronounces it as Colostian, something like that.
Bruce Mwape has decided to include Inonge. This is a girl that we're seeing on the screen more than now. Something that has surprised most of the soccer fans out there is that she left the US and decided to come and join one of the clubs here in Zambia, and she just recently joined. She just recently came to Zambia, and she just got her passport like 3 weeks ago. And Coach Bruce Mwape has decided to give her a call up to the Copper Queens, and she's part of a squad that will be actually leaving the country tomorrow as they face Republic of Korea. But of course, there are mixed feelings that are coming in from the soccer fans, where they feel it's too early to call her to come and play for the Copper Queens. But for her, according to her, she says she's here to prove the critics wrong, and she's a striker, by the way. So we're hoping to see that she's going to indeed prove the critics wrong by scoring more goals than Barbara Banda, of which I doubt, because obviously Barbara Banda is our top top striker that we have in as far as the Copper Queens is concerned, Modern. But I would want you to quickly comment about this, Modern, as well. Do you really think the call up is too early, or maybe the coach knows what he's doing?
Well, like you said, she recently came. I'm yet to watch her. I would like to watch for myself and then gauge. Then I'll comment from an informed point of view. But looking at her, she looks like she's physically fit, but I don't know what she's able to deliver on the pitch. And from what I've heard, she's a midfielder, but she's been listed as a striker.
Yeah.
So those are the questions people are asking. Where are players like Ave Chitundu, for instance.
Who's been performing very well at her club.
Exactly.
She's been doing very well.
And she's got countless goals.
But anyway, that's a question that only Coach Bruce Mape can answer. More than you and I do not have answers to that. For now, we'll have to wait and see how Inonge is going to perform as far as playing for the Copper Queens is concerned. I'll quickly allow Ruth to take us through the last story.
The last story is a recap on what we already shared and what's been trending about Enoch Mwepu. Remember, he had gone to seek spiritual intervention. Now that revelation from the man of God himself, he had said it's a spiritual attack. Why are you laughing? It's a spiritual attack. So there's been mixed feelings online. Everywhere people have been, others have heard them attacking the man of God, that he was so reckless in the way he had released his statement regarding Enoch Mwepu and telling him that he's been healed in just a few minutes of being on that stage and praying for him. So a lot of people are really asking to say the man of God could have maybe tried to hold on to that information before telling him publicly to say you've been healed. What if he takes his word for it and he tries to go back on the pitch, or he tries to engage himself in doing things that might jeopardize his health? So I don't know what you think about what the man of God did, Julius.
For me, Modern and Ruth, not to even waste time on this, I think the man of God lacked wisdom. Really, yes, prophecy can come, but the way you bring out the prophecy matters. We've heard of a lot of prophecies that have come and that have killed people at the end of the day. And looking at the way it came out, where he says, he talks about the sweets and talking about the friends that, offered the sweet to Enoch Mwepu.
That can bring a lot of
the point, the issue is, how is Mwepu going to take that prophecy, especially when it comes to the friend that maybe even offered him the sweet? But then look at it from this angle. Pandeke, Pendeke obviously can agree with me on this one. They do give snacks on the plane. What if the air hostess wampelele sweetie Mwepu, and really you say your friend? So really, for me, I think the way the man of God came out, there was no wisdom in that. I think there would have been a better way. There would have been a better way of coming out. Maybe he would have told Mwepu that I want to see you this time. The
director says
sorry, not him be like director. Thank you for the correction. Not him be you're in any snack vampire, but prophet amwene more sweet money snack. So we never know. So I think for me, the prophet
it's actually Enoch that said a friend gave me a sweet.
It's because obviously the prophet had to ask him. Yeah. If you follow through the video, the prophet asked him, and because of what the prophet asked, Mwepu had to disclose certain information. So the prophet, I think for me, there was no wisdom. The best he would have done was to tell him, okay, I have some information that I want to bring out, but it's best that I bring it out to you in confidence, in maybe, in private, where they sit together and he's able to bring out. We know of a lot of men of God that would engage you privately and they tell you.
There's also a medical explanation to sweets, that certain sweets can make you maybe collapse or something like that.
But then you see, the issue is already we don't know whether it's safe or not, but at the end of the day, it's about what he believes in. If he feels the Prophet Vadim Pepelela, unless Pepper is going to heal them, well and good, we pray that indeed
all the best.
He should be completely healed. And I mean, he's too young to retire from active football more than, he's just 24. So obviously, we still need him to play in as far as even playing for the national team is concerned. So we wish him all the very best. But we're hoping that that's whatever was brought out by the Prophet is not going to bring tension between him and whoever gave him that sweet. But I think a word of caution to all the men of God out there, in case somebody comes and they're seeking divine intervention, I think it's important that you use wisdom. Sometimes don't bring out every information to the public, because it's going to just destroy so many things. So we hope and pray that the prayers that the man of God brought out are really genuine and modern. They should be able to heal our brother, because we have a lot of people that have been attacking, but for now I think modern we should end there, because we might end up bringing tension. But Ruth, is that what we had?
Yes, that's what we had in terms of what's been trending modern. Thank you so much for having us. It's been a lovely evening.
And hoping that modern you won't seek in divine intervention as well, because we still need you. I think if you need divine intervention, I'm a man of God, so you can always seek me, I'll pray for you.
Why not? We'll always be seeking divine intervention, but we always have to be careful, even as we seek this intervention. I'm hoping that, after that, is it prophecy or healing? I feel Enoch Mwepu should go back to those doctors who examined him to go and find out if the problem is gone. Then he can remove that thing. I don't know what they call it. But we need him. It would be nice if he comes back to play football. All right, thank you very much, lady and gentleman, for coming through.
Thank you, Modern.
All right, so that was what is trending with Ruth Alibange and Julius Malulu. All right, so we go to another segment, and this one is what we call How Much Do You Know Your Sportsmen and Women? And we'll recap on last week's question. I asked you to identify a sportsman on the photo. So we'll recap on that photo. We see. So I'll give you anyway. I'll give you the response to that photo. So there was a player. There was also a coach. So that player is, his name is Rodson Kizo Kilambe. I'm sure you remember him very well. Yes, Rodson Kilambe. And he was with a coach, a German coach, Bukat Ziza. Do you remember that coach? He came in, I think should be 2001, somewhere there. That's when he came to Zambia to coach Zambia. He came in as a technical director, then later on he became a coach. So Rodson Kilambe, I'm sure you remember him for the goal he scored against Zimbabwe in the COSAFA Cup final in 1998 when Zambia won the second COSAFA Cup title, and that's Rodson Kilambe. So he was born on August 6, 1978 in Kitwe. Kilambe made his debut for the Zambia national football team in 1998 and has since played a part in Zambia's successes. He played at the 1998 and 2000 Africa Cup of Nations. He also played club football in South Africa for Kaizer Chiefs, Bloemfontein Celtic and Mamelodi Sundowns. And locally, he played for Power Dynamos as well as Zanaco FC. So that's Rodson Kilambe. Unfortunately, I didn't receive any response. I don't know whether you didn't know or you knew, but the contacts are there. They'll be crawling on the screen. They'll be displayed on the screen, and make sure you get in touch. So I have another photo to show you. I want you to identify just one or two. I'll be happy to hear from you. Just one or two players in the next photo that I'll show you. Then I'll be happy. So you can call us on 0211 25 30 25 or 0211 25 08 43. On WhatsApp, it's 0955 20 2904. 0955 20 2904. Then on Facebook, it's Modern Sinkala Sports or Sports Hub Facebook page. So just any two players. Give me any two players on that photo. I know there are 4 players, but just give me any two. So the contacts are displayed on the screen. I'll be so happy to hear from you. All right. I'll be able to display the photo later on in case you can't see properly or you are trying to think who it is. I'll display it properly. So for now, we look at the results from the weekend, and we'll start with rugby in the Zambia Rugby Union League. In the National League, it was Red Arrows who are the defending champions, losing to Mufulira Leopards by 16 points to 6. So it was Red Arrows 6, Mufulira Leopards 16. Lusaka 14, Green Buffaloes 11. Nkwazi 10, Ron Antelopes 17. Nkwazi 10, Ron Antelopes 17. And in the President's League, it was Nchanga 13 and Konkola 3. So those were the results in the Zambia Rugby Union League. From rugby, we go to football in the MTN Super League with 28 results. On Saturday, it was Buttecon 0, Zesco United 6. Buttecon certainly should be going to Division 1 Provincial, Copperbelt Province. Their performance has been very, very bad. From glory to sorry for Buttecon. Chambishi 1, Green Eagles 2, Forest Rangers 1, Red Arrows 1, Kabwe Warriors 1, Kansanshi Dynamos 0, Nkana 2, Nkwazi 1. Despite Nkwazi scoring first, Nkana came from behind to win this game. Changa Rangers 1, Lumwana Radiance 1, Prison Leopards 0, and FC Muza 0. On Sunday, it was Zanaco 0, Napsa Stars 1. So the pensioners are getting victorious here. Green Buffaloes 0, Power Dynamos 0. So despite this draw, Power Dynamos have continued leading on the table. It looks like it's their year this year. Our yellow, our Busaka. We go to the first National Division 1 League, week 28 results. On Saturday, it was Trident 2 and Zesco Malite Rangers 0 earlier on Ruth and Julius were talking about that game, whose pitch was muddy, and the players by the end of the game, everyone was dirty. So yes, the league leaders continued with a fine form. They beat Zesco Malite Rangers by 2-0. Kafue Celtic 2, Indeni 1, Livingston Pirates 0, Kafue Eagles 1, City of Lusaka 1, Quito United 1, Young Green Buffaloes 0, Konkola Blades 0. On Sunday, it was Mufulira Wanderers whitewashing Pulungu Harbour by 3-0. This game was live on TV3. Then Mutondo Stars 1, Atletico Lusaka 0, Bats FC 0, Aguila Stars 3. So there's another game which is coming on Wednesday, which will be the 5th, and it will be between Lusaka Dynamos and Jumulo. Lusaka Dynamos also not doing well. Hope they will win this game. Let's end the results with the English Premier League. On Saturday, it was Manchester City humiliating Liverpool by 4-1. So look at how it is. So Liverpool humiliated Manchester United, and then Manchester City humiliated Liverpool. So it's the name of the game. Then Bournemouth 2, Fulham 1, Arsenal, the league leaders 4, Leeds United 1. So whatever Manchester City can do, Arsenal can do it as well. Brighton 3, Brentford 3, Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1, and Leicester City have fired their coach Brendan Rodgers. Then Nottingham Forest 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 2. Chelsea have also fired their coach. I'm sure he's even regretting why he left Brighton to go and join Chelsea, where they sack managers very often. Right, on Sunday it was West Ham United 1, Southampton 0, Newcastle United 2, and Manchester United 0. Manchester United also losing. I doubt if they will go on to win the league. Manchester United, their dream should be coming to an end. Then tonight, right now as I'm talking, the game is on. It's about 22 minutes played. The game between Everton and Tottenham Hotspur. So that's the game taking place. All right, so those are the results from the weekend. So I'll be introducing my guests shortly, but before I do that, let's dance to a song done by various artists. And this one is titled Bola Nalesa.
Jazzy boy,
Zambia, Zambia, Kiburu, Wagwa, King Dande, Kayambo,
the king of the dance hall.
Felix Feligo, Mangwi. Let's go, Zambia, Zambia, Zambia.
Bola ni paise, tulewina lelo. Bola ni paise, tulewina. Bola ni paise, tulewina Zambia. Bola ni paise, tulewina. Bola, 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 bola nalesa bola, bola. Zambia win the bola, bola. Zambia day bola, 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 bola. Bola. Bola ni paise, tulewina lelo. Bola ni paise, tulewina. Bola ni paise wa Zambia, tulewina lelo. Bola ni paise,
We are African champion. Celebrate Mozambiani. Kunkulu chechi baba Zambia. Ingijo mupira Zambia. Attach. Mupike bola. Kunkulu shamuele tula mupike. Mupike. Away. Nativa Zambia. Nativa Zambia. Nativa Zambia. Nativa Zambia.
Big Bola Batea is back by Juju. If we're Bola Tutea is back by fire. Rambi Bashintili La Budu. If when you know, okay, no voodoo. I got the Tina Lava Sungu. Bola ni lesa tefi sungu. Nangula tangilea. Bola ni nainde. Nangula ikakarea. Bola ni nainde. Nangula tangilea. Bola ni nainde. Nangula ikakarea. Bola ni nainde.
bola ni paise, tulewina lelo. Bola ni paise, tulewina. Bola ni paise, tulewina Zambia. Bola ni paise,
that project, you remember that project in 2017, the under-20 national football team which won the Africa Cup of Nations at National Hero Stadium on 13th March, on 12th March 2017. So now most of those players are now with the senior team. So it's good to see them, and that song coming from various artists, among them Mampi, Felix Ndangenishira, and all that. So that's the song. So time for me to introduce my guest in the studio. This player is a netball player, and she started playing netball at the age of 15, and she's played for the national team. She's been to the World Cup twice, in 1999 and in 2015. She's still playing. She's now 43 years of age, but she's still active and playing, and part of the national team which is preparing for the Australia tournament. So please help me to welcome my guest in the studio tonight. I'm talking about Diana Banda. Right now she's playing for Prison Leopards. Mwaise ni mkwai?
Mkwai ba modern muri febwino.
Tuli febwino kwena mwaise ni kuti mwai kalabu. So Diana Banda has actually requested to speak in Bemba because she's more conversant with Bemba, and she's one player who was born and bred in Kabwe. She's Banda, but obviously speaks more. Right, so, but Diana, twamisengera kuli program wa Sports Hub.
Mkwai twatotera mkwai.
All right.
Yeah, mkwai.
So, ichakubalira profit refa mtwebe busheni mwebani. People who may know you may just know you from netball circles. Ni mwebani mwafyalirwe kuisa kabiri kukula kwenu kwali chana.
Ineneo Diana Banda na kulira mukabwe kuchoa. My parents bali mu the CCM. Mkwai.
Okay, then mwafyalwa banga mwafyalwa yali.
We are five in our family, one boy, 4 girls. Yes, I'm the second born.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
All right, great. Kukula kwenu kwali chana.
Kukula kwandi. Kukula kwandi kwali fe kwa bola, kwa sports, because my dad is a former footballer and my mom, she's a former netballer. So
okay, so my family sports.
Yes. So no kukula kwandi nalenga fe nabaome. Nalenga nabaome. Yabaome 6 boys 1 girl.
Yeah.
Na yete ya football. After advise tie boy ya okay tuleya. Paka na mwana football na football team shapatali. Back to netball. Netball ambie ku school mu grade 5 paka fie yatusha kuna panopeni potuli.
Okay. So aba michtre inspire kuti muingire either mu football na mu netball ba fyashi benu nangushana.
Netball ba fyashi bandi. Yashite ali ya mine. My mind by this is mbali kutama under 14, under 12 yes. So naleta mu under 14. Coach beswadi ba dev training everybody ba coach band.
Okay.
Yes, dev training that secretary for football prisons. Everybody ba coach bandi from Kabwe United, from under 14 to senior team ku the CCM Kabwe United.
Okay.
Yeah.
So netball yenu mwambire paskulu.
Paskulu.
Paskulu nshimwali?
Na primary Mwanshi primary school. And then Mwanshi primary school, secondary na Kabwe secondary school.
Okay. All right. So ni position nshimwambire nayo?
Position nambia for shooter, GAGS.
Okay.
Right. Position yalete ba mami so nali konka ba mami for it abo.
Right. Look from paskulu nomba mwanshire join a shan club.
Na join batwining basa twakwata tournament ya the CCM ku Kabwe United. So baleta nga twakwata ma tournaments baisa mukumuna bali abalete ya bwino. So for batsendere bantola Kabwe United na ba muri big team. Kwa Kabwe United mu 1993. Elo nambio kutemu Kabwe United mu senior team. First game yandi Kabwe United versus Bank of Zambia. Baambika na mu lineup, first 7 GS. Katepa position but no coach ni chepa ndimwa ichi. Walate ulefuata ulefanya. You know Mr. Twinning. Mr. Twinning, yes.
He's very forceful.
Yeah. Walate coach namba no kudida. Ishasha te bale nkula. From that time Kabwe United by the CCM I shift Kabwe Warriors. Kabwe Warriors kula na sangala wa mami na atambo kutapa muna wa mami.
So Kabwe Warriors bali got in a netball team?
Yes. I was playing with my mom.
Hey.
I was playing GM and GS. Yes.
Yeah, Kabwe Warriors.
Kabwe Warriors. Na ete na mami fafi Kabwe Warriors. Takwa batangu bafi ba station ba pusa kupoza. Ipose ni kwa mano fa kwa tintet mami shani awe. Kule bati ipose ni kwa mano zofo kuwina game hii.
So okay, from Kabwe Warriors numero mwajoine Prison Leopards.
Kabwe Warriors and then I joined Prison Leopards in 1999. 99 first
so under 24 years mwafe ku Prison Leopards.
1999 December 1999 twalikwete Africa Cup muno mwene. Twa wina no kuwina. Twa kuna ku State House. Netball tufisha kwa pata twa kuna ku State House kutatwa fikireko.
Same year President
Chiluba, yes. Same year December 1999 I went to New Zealand
for the World
Cup with my coach Martha Kafupi.
Oh yeah, Martha Kafupi by then was a player.
Yes. Twale ku New Zealand.
So okay, apa trafiko huko ndefa njishiwe if you mwai sangire mu national team, who called you to the national team? How were you identified? Wami identify shan?
Tukwata ma trials. Kwa ma trials like if tukwete ama trials kwete. Bala sala fefini team basalamu and then bamula folete. Like kuli ne bamula phone date. Phone atea.
Nishimuli kuli Prison Leopards.
And kuli ku you will say this is national team.
Bamwitire first kuisa ku national team.
Nishindi Warriors.
Mali Kabwe
Warriors under 21 99. Istuna ba twinning ba lead na nyango bali ama coaches beso.
Okay. All right. Then ku national team ni bani bali ba coach?
Ba twinning and then ba lead.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So ewa shirem start identified niwe isa ku national team.
Kuposa kwa mano. Bamula twa kula ko fiat and then twa iposa mu senior team. Twakuna ku New Zealand meme 99 with my coach Martha Kafupi.
Okay, yali shani into mwaile ku national team. Ma players nchimwasangire takwali chintinya, first time balemi ta ku national team.
Ne chintinya sha takwa aba. Paru wandi nchakwa te chintinya.
Like ma senior players abo mwasangire ku.
Wona sange bale nkoselesha. Emwe chitukwete bale nkoselesha and then nale mfufu bale land. Ngashale mfufu bale land ngala reflect ya ball. So le balenja fati uchitefi yangu bamina bafete ndete yamo ndem okuna ngumpa bench but ndem nafu balete ngalipa bench pala bamu ati udaba sabla ba Martha Kafupi ba sabla pa GA mfwe na posa kwa malpaija position fa bata mistakes bacha kwata ema mistakes mfwe na mchita
ile time ni so Martha Kafupi bali ba many player palia
ndo aitera bena Martha Kafupi and then na Patricia from Green Buffaloes
na wanani bambi
bambizi
peti muyebukishe kuno win. Okay. So kuma first mwalete yako mwambila pa bench filia?
Nalemba ko pa bench. Kali pa bench po monati. Tekwa ngawambila pa bench ati nshina bakusula no. Nichafwe bantu alipsani kutetonkanya. Ati ali ba coach na bampata osha no. Inendo vapona kuno kutambila pa bench. Because ngandambila pa bench file na paraponda pa position. Fina mposa kwa mano padi uli omuntu yalama mistakes akwete. Fina na tashani na takachap. Dani yalama mistakes akwete enfuti na mbika pa mana ngala mistakes nishiwasanga nomba coach abafeta kashi na ule wachambira hapo beta na ule ni wachambira kudani uyo na bika.
All right.
Yes.
So yali shana experience ya ku New Zealand, first time Zambia kuya ku World Cup, even you it was the first time you were going to the World Cup, the big tournament with the national team. Yali shana experience kula kwa shana ku New Zealand?
Ku New Zealand kwa fe wino nokte atwari fe wino and group twali mo 8 about finish but we say 6 twali wina ma teams ai but Fiji na basi na ba Fiji and Singapore about finish but to qualify muri ba England.
Okay. Yeah. Ile time shooting rate yenu yalishani.
Yalife wino fe finish.
Kwa ma rebounds.
Ma rebounds ko ya gonka fe finish shoot.
Okay.
Mkwai.
Right. Okay, so that was the World Cup in New Zealand. Next big tournament here in
2015 ku Australia.
Yali shani na ile tournament.
Tournament yali febwino
na ila sinomba na mukula na mkwata na experience.
Na tukwata kuna experience ya kwata ngutungate na bana ba England tuwatea. Ndani no state tutino muntu. Mba fedia tuipe ku ku Australia yaba Fiji na ba Fiji batufunishemu batwini by 4 goals
Fule mwana chincha lubene kulia because out of 16 teams bazambe bafumine number 14 nishi alubene nang maybe bazambia mwali chepa
okuchepa atapati ke utinalanda team bambi first time yakuya ku nation ngefumilanda ti experience inepana kwa na experience tetintino muntu tetinga pantu bila musungu ni basa Africa no na teya sana so bala bantu botu wali nabena first time so kwali kwatilimbi kukwata ko kadia so kwali fa kutafata otie tintu pose kwa man no pano kwesha tuwalisha and then wasanga bantu batalifu mu Zambian studi tuli bepi na ba tuingisha ba defenders out ali kuingisha pati kukwata experience ya kuingisha pago
all right. So 2015 World Cup, Zambia finishing 14th out of 16 teams. The other major tournament you participated in was the Africa Netball Cup qualifiers. Alipa OYDC na pena palia. You lost by a whisker. Mwawina ba Malawi abali better ranked. Then kusalusa kuli ba Zimbabwe. What happened?
We don't know. Ile bola ya kaya mwanjini. Because Zimbabwe, okay, Zimbabwe na bachitaka cha Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe tabale to win. Zimbabwe tabale to win. Mtu wa Malawi, that's why Malawi bali did. Tatu akiti ba Malawi twala tashan twala ba win. Zimbabwe I don't know.
Because maningiro kuina ba Zimbabwe, Malawi na peba Zimbabwe ngamari record
qualify. So ila twa miss.
Yeah. I'm sure yali kalipa sana ile.
Kusa
pa home. Okay, then niambe ma qualifiers after ile so malimisa kuya ku Liverpool mu 2019. Then kwali yambe ma qualifiers World Cup ile this year ku South Africa. Mwali ku South Africa last year na kwena futi you lost to Zimbabwe. But first of all, tumoneko ama games mwaitere na ba Kenya.
Yes, Kenya.
Mwali winner like 47-30. Yali in first game ya so kuti mwachita describe shani ya game yali shani mwaingire as a super sub mwaingire pa half time
na gefile ndela and super sub filo waposa kwa manu na alisho pali hapa ni Doreen. I like Doreen aisanjibati badayana umundea mlete ya position yandi ngamamona nanaka mwise munte shani mwise pa position yandi that's okay tapai problem wacho wandi na mkoseresha ule mwacho first time okay it's not a first time ku national team ala tamba tate ya sana so ina bakinya na libeshiba
bakenya mwalibesha
na libesha bakinya so ina ma mistakes ale panga ina ma mistakes na ile mkubombera hapo but bakinya this time na bakosa atwatati abantu twaliba winine kuti utibasa batwa dabusha twatesha batu win so fukuposa ko fyamana ile game ya bakinya ila badaisha twala win kwata pe confidence
so a game so first ni Zambia versus Eswatini and you are very instrumental mwali tuingisha wino sana. That's you there. That's Diana Banda. Yari ni game number 2.
Yes.
Yari shani.
Game yari febwine. Kai abadame ba Eswatini throw out my players from prisons collections. Tulakumana kuma games ya collections.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. So that's you there. Straight. That's one thing I like, and those are the two coaches, Diana Banda, at the age of 42.
Yes.
So, how are you feeling about yourself? You know, at the age of 42, Bambi Bali, by kuma 20s, like you mlei umfashani umuvili.
Ine umfafe wino. Intiri ndei umfafe wino. I'm strong. Tetingi bwe shepansha ti awe ninko tashani. Sports niwe mwini. Na ishofo nsenda sports. Sports taifa ukwangala fyo pashidingire. Ishwe kwata limit. About na chitefi apate tinchitefi. That's why I want to balampapati. Oh, you are still playing? Yes, I'm still playing. Oh, I'm 43. I'm turning 43. Oh, like a bonnet. I'm dying for Kosa. Why not like a native? And my mommy this time I tell my dollars. Why not like it?
Bena balina emyaka ingi.
Bamami bali kuma 60 bamu 63 bali kuma 50 something. But he's still playing kuma dollars. Why na raleka bena balete. So mchilinde ko sandete ya.
But okay, so umubiri mchiri mule mfawe firafine mwali muna 99 nangu mu 2015 efe mule mfana nangu mule mfako tumoto.
Okay, panomba tule pwako panono but kuikoseresha. Kuikoseresha. Kuikoseresha ba modern.
So but the 40 minutes kuti mwate nangu mule tafa as a super sub.
Gwino nangu kwambira po kunapusha nokupusha. Ngali game teyashani. If you don't feel the games, not 1 hour. If you push yourself.
So in game we have Kenya. Hello, Fima Kenyans. Very fit, tari. Mwale kwanisha shane. Fima na kabucho.
Over time abantu ava. Kenya batadi. And then gaulea kulete ya bola. Fima shooters. Gatulia kubodi la kunuma. What advantage? It's a pantanch. And then tuwali. Tulapanga watu. Beauty wala chitaso. Nenala chitaso.
So ni mwe pale ni beauty ni mwe wanaomba mleingisha pale. Wow, yeah, maisa mipela ni penalty
Yes.
And very accurate Dana Banda ngalimu lya aki tapusa. So mwali, how have you mastered the art ya kuingisha mulianga mwafika mulia mwale trainer mlimweka mule trainer how have you mastered the art?
More ground na Africa. Jarosha go post for it. Once ngabampira bola fili na pema. Not nafika fina posa hao. Ndapema. Makamaka bola fingali crucial game. Like twakweta ma games twakweta tournaments aba Buffalo. Yenye bola yali kose kutefeting bakupera bola pema and then wingshi. So nalishwa go post for yabo. And then deshwa chapa teaching chapa na English. Yes.
Mwalisa bachitawo biku South Africa nga mwakata fye bola either you or beauty ni shiangi. So ibasha ni partnership imwe na beauty
tulapelesha na sign kunde beauty kabioko tale twalabo mfya language yesu mbofe tsungu ala umforo muntu so tulapelesha na mensofi ale shibati mulanja lenje befi ine nalaba down yukaye kunuma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ni position in show mwaba specialized in GA nangu GS.
GS. Okay. Chona timla GS ndamule filesa munani GA. Ndamule filesa wa ndamule filesa center. That's one ntela GS. Yes.
Right. So now you are 43.
Yes.
Mlema gatlimbi, maybe how many more years do you have? Uti mchite retire?
Na retire ngana kwa 45.
45.
Yes.
I remember Mutafela.
I was in Mutafela ku Australia in 2015.
Bali na 45 years.
Yes.
Maybe kuti mafamu apitirira pona.
Na Mutafela uchibate abola this time.
Oh.
Yes. Chibate abola. Bola faka ngana ko safet na 45 ilanga ipitirira. Nkaingira muri 47.
Tari kumana na Mutafela ku tournament bali tama dollars. And bali inano kuina.
Yeah. Mwali batamba. Why umuntu ngamulekisha bola tizeka kutea bola. Muntu ngala yumfo kukosa. Kumuleka muntu atea. Like in from them at mami, she's still playing my dollars at Zaf.
Okay.
Yes.
So kuli bambewa kwete concern that number why national team yaba same players why did mwaleta kwa baiche kuti mwalanda poshani pali.
Mwaishwa modern ukulanda kwa alianguka. Abantu bamwavu ati Netballer alianguka. Badaba achaba alaisa. Balasa mukisambiro kutea bola. Ulo bamunefe South Africa official South Africa. Tete bakwanje taba kwa experience ngefe to wakwata. Bakalanda fe timbu why mlebo mfya abantu bamobeni. Why mlebo mfya abantu bamobeni. Abantu abakulu lete bola. Then bali abaichi. Umwacha mwala mbika mwala fyo kutea bola. Umwacha alamu muntu defender amulefe omusungu ala tutuma. Inofona muno muzambe twatemwa fyo kulandala batabashiba ichirenga basala fe bantu bamobeni. Because it was experience like now me alishirima teams ayi but I said I am a international to work with but na bambwesha mnandi washi I got experience.
Right. Mashish munga bakwatira kwa abale joina netball nomba ndikuti bafa kutea ku national team kufika pa level mu Africa.
Abo ningalanda kofi. Konka coach ofya lekweba. And then ishibe miangalire. ichilenga we mtu waba ule mwanafya abantu bamwe bali ku national team wacha ndifo kusanga mu national team ngana kwa like ine nayo kwa paka fenka befya baba matha kafupi paka fenka sange fya baba matha kafupi na lipose kwa manefya coach watu ba coach twinning ba coach twinning batanga baisa training walo fa lero malo bale kubombera hapo na filamba na afufuma ba coach na you can do it so na nale kwa kafeti ba coach wa David na wati bi bale nshupa bate kunshupa bale fo yanji station nkwate mu future muri ya netball so bale abayicha balesa bafure bamona example kuri fufu bakalamba ndifo kuba ko ngabali abana kashi ba mu national team so file wakonke fyanda bakochi andi YHF ya kubantu
okay
yeah
sani ilia Jojo mu netball bushemo lyaba
ilia shia Jojo mu netball inaishaisha palo ndipo naambira netball shamo napo bantu kuti wava kuri bale bonfye miti but ne palo andi shatala munapo at my age nganda bonfye miti nganalipwa nganalipwa and name it change muti nilesa nime bambela bonfye but ne palo andi I can't bantu Jojo ngamule bonfye ni team dani we mwine ole bonfye weka.
Okay, so
yes.
Kashimrana Guchechi, is that you?
It's me.
Okay,
yeah.
Ni uniform Nshiria.
Yaba Catholic Women's League.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, Diana Banda, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not only netball, but they also goes to church.
Yes.
She's in the Women's League of the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Okay, so apart from netball, finish bimbi muchita.
Takuli to kunchito and then kuma business fetumbifi.
Inchito nshimomba.
I'm working at prison. I'm working at the Zambia Collection Service.
That's you there, looking great. And what rank are you?
I'm Chief Inspector.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right. Songa makumana beka ma players ngana kukulinte peshi dipantanshi ku freeze mbola.
Awe utakwa kubomfyente pe mubola takwa kabe ngafya bibolera kuli ba mami na eta bona ba mami kubwali aza ngishira ba mami wansinga barufyanya kubeba imwe na murufyanya
mwaweta nation
we poseni kwa mano nganda mami kunchito bwana no mu ground ufire bwana yawe ni shinde for kuina ba modern takwaba
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you a family woman? Mwalikwata ulupwa na abana abalume chani.
Abalume shikwete na kwata abana. Na kwata abana. One boy. That was my first born.
So that's your first born. What's his name?
Yes, Patrick in Koloma.
Okay.
And my second is doing skills in maximum.
Okay.
Yes, this one she's my second born.
What's her name?
Maria Nkoloma.
Okay.
She's in grade 11.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Ushana bena bale konka muntampulo shenu?
Bana kashwe nawe kwena barakana. Mwa amalate ya football kuli ba medium prisons.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, the family, I want to show you the photo that we showed you earlier on to identify at least one or two players from that photo. Then you can send us a WhatsApp message or you can call us with few minutes remaining. But you can send the message on WhatsApp. We'll be able to read either today or next week. So I want you to identify at least one or two players on the photo, and then we'll be glad to hear from you. So if the director, that photo, yes, one or two, just one or two players, that will be enough. Who are those players? Then I'll be glad to hear from you. The number is 0955 202904 on WhatsApp. The director is shining on top. All right, so yes, those are the numbers to interact with us with few minutes to go before the end of the program. All right, so we'll be waiting to hear from you. So Diana, as we wind up, congratulations, Mwaliwina Open Tournament. Mwawina wa Buffaloes. Aba chimfishe last year. On summer tournaments Mwaliwina. This year, what happened?
Buffalo okusa balikusa. Buffalo balitula last year. Ifo twalikotema new players. So baishe pakati pa ma games. So pa twako titwise tu the coordination yali shupa. That's why Buffalo na bali tuchimfya. Apa kusumina. Like tournament yaliko. Basa tuina preliminary. Yes. batuwina twaikala ku room girls come bayichise ntwikali namusha bafate tubatuwine pabiti no chenipose kwa malu game ya mai tukakumana final abafara and foto akumene na babafara mu final efoto aba winning techi batuwine nikushibiti ndakana unobenga kuma therefore unaone mume idanjita that's why this nankala na league games na yakosa
right
yeah.
Congratulations
Thank you
for
very
dethroning
much.
Buffaloes. You're supposed to go to Australia. Mlei monashani tournament yako Australia.
Tournament yako Australia na trainer. Tufetwa posa kwa mano. Fonde bana bache tufetwa posa kwa mano. Tetubepita tiba coach obasha no. But group tulimo ila group ili febwini.
Okay.
Bakinya batonga batonga twate hapo but bakinya twate hapo and then we stand late bakinya no. Fetwa posa kwa mano. Feja group tulimo fetu Africa. Number 1 mu group tulimo.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, what would you want to accomplish in future at ngamwa kwa nishe choni na netball mwaleka finish mungafa
ovo ningafa mu future ku netball ne ku netball na alika better na kwa mpaling coaching.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least you are good with your fingers and your hands.
Yes.
Yes, tumone efye mwingachita. Tumone efye mwingachita na molu yenu. Ndefwa kai mande kumaitele po bola.
Abono.
Ndefwa ya mchae ka bojagli 1 2 3 4. Okay. No, I'm giving you the last chance. Just last chance.
Yeah.
Awe yambire ni kumino yambire.
Kumino eh?
Mwambe. 1 2. 1 2 3. Okay, thank you very much. Oh. Okay. So I was hosting Diana Banda, who is the oldest player in the national women's netball team. She is 43 years of age, and she says she'll continue playing maybe up to the age of 45 or 47. All right. So until next week when I come with another guest, my name is Modern Tapechela Sinkala. Goodbye.
Thank you.